Hey, what is up, fellow Raiders? This is Vulcan Dan, and in today's free-to-play friendly Raid Shadow Legends video, we are going to talk about FAYNE, the epic champion from the Skinwalker faction, because she was actually part of a promo code a few days ago, TGA sale. So just put that in the promo code, and you will get FAYNE as a free champion. So yeah, for this account, I actually pulled her quite late. I only built her up for to help me beat stage 21 of the Skinwalker Faction Wars because I was having quite a bit of difficulty there. I only got my first Skinwalker legendary just a few days ago. So I had a bunch of epics. I did not level up FAYNE, or I had her leveled up, but I did not have any gear, or I didn't book her. I didn't even have any masteries on her, so I just farmed a little bit. But that is enough. This gear is enough to help me beat stage 21 of Faction Wars with FAYNE, and I just thought of sharing some tips on how to build her, how to use her, and yeah, I have pretty much some free-to-play friendly gear right here because I just looked for whatever gear I had. I wanted to put her in lifesteal gear. I did not have a lot of quality lifesteal gear left. But I just put these on her and I was able to get her to 79% crit rate. Of course, ideally you want 100% crit rate on FAYNE, but this was enough to just get me what I needed from her, which was beat stage 21 of Faction Wars. Now, she's also great for Clan Boss. She's great for Fire Knight, for Spider. So she does have a lot of other uses in the game. She is quite squishy though, of course, being an attack type champion. She does have very low base defense and very low base HP, very high base attack though. So you really want to try to keep her alive. So if you're using her in a clan boss, in a non-unkillable clan boss team, then you might want to put her in defense percentage gloves. So I put her in attack percentage. That's why she is in lifesteal gear. But if you're using her in a non-unkillable clan boss, then you might want to go for a more defensive route. But yeah, that is how I built my FAYNE. You have to make sure that you have good enough accuracy on her. If you're farming stage 20 in the dungeons, make sure she has at least around 250 accuracy. So tier 294 is quite good. And she is quite slow because again, I just put whatever gear I have on her, but for Faction Wars, that is enough. Ideally, this is around 200, or of course, if you're using her in an unkillable clan boss team, which is the ideal place for her, you would of course want to speed tune her depending on the speed requirements for that clan boss team. So yeah, her skills, of course, her A1 is a double hitter, has a chance to steal the target's turn meter, so this makes her excellent for the Fire Knight, both for the double hitter and the turn meter steal. And her A2 places poisons and decrease attack, and her A3 places decrease defense, weaken, and will heal herself. So all of these debuffs are great for the Fire Knight and the clan boss as well. The turn meter steal in the A1 won't, of course, won't affect the clan boss, but these other stuff, decreased defense, weaken, decreased attack, and poison are all great for the clan boss. So even though her A1 doesn't really have that much of an effect, A2 and A3 are still great. So Fire Knight, clan boss, Spider also great if you're in the early to mid game Spider. If you still don't have a lot of AoE HP burn champions, or you're still relying on AoE attacks such as Royal Guard to beat down probably stage 15, 16, 17 of Spider, then FAYNE can help you out in debuffing the main Spider boss. All right. So of course, for Masteries, you're most likely going to go for the offense tree, and then your second branch can either be defense or support. If you're going for support, you would want to go for Master Hexer because she does place a lot of debuffs. For defense, you are probably going to go for Retribution and or Deterrence right here for those extra counterattacks to get those extra hits, especially if you're using her in a clan boss team. All right, so I just put together this free-to-play friendly Fire Knight Stage 20 team with a few epics and a cold heart. So we have, of course, FAYNE, we have Vogoth, we have Farakin the Fat, we have Allure and Cold Heart there. And this is stage 20 Fire Knight, so it is the Force affinity. FAYNE is Spirits, of course, it is the correct affinity for stage 20, which makes her great for farming stage 20. And yeah, she will do a very good job as long as you have someone to keep her alive. For this team, we have Vogoth there, which helps, with the AoE provoke and with his passive, which helps keep this entire team alive. And with FAYNE's A1, which keeps the Fire Knight's turn meter down. And of course, we have Allure and Cold Heart. Hopefully that is enough to make the Fire Knight not get a single turn here. Especially, we also have Rakin the Fat for that counter attack. Both of Allure's and FAYNE's A1 will, of course, decrease the turn meter. So I think if we do this correctly, the Fire Knight will not get a single turn. And yeah, all of those debuffs that you see right there, we have decreased attack, we have decreased defense, weakened poisons. Those are, of course, mostly from FAYNE. And yes, she will definitely do a very good job for Fire Knight stage 20, even if you don't have a single legendary in your team like what I have right here. And yeah, that's it. And I think for early game and mid game players, Fire Knight is one of the more difficult dungeons to finish, because of course you need very specific champions with multi-hit A1s, turn meter reduction, and FAYNE brings both of those there, right? So yes, the Fire Knight boss did not get a single turn, so we were quite fortunate there. And of course, Cold Heart will deal the most amount of damage, especially with her A3. But FAYNE comes in second right here with 672,000. So yeah, FAYNE definitely a really, really good damage dealer and debuffer for the Fire Knight, as long as you're able to keep her alive, right? So yeah, that's it for today's video. Just a simple showcase of FAYNE. She is a very good champion, especially for those early to mid game players. And for a late game player like myself, she is still very useful for stage 21 of Faction Wars, especially for any of those boss stages. She's not that great for waves because all of her skills are single target, but she does great work against bosses. That is it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this useful. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want more free-to-play friendly guides, and I'll see you guys in my next video.